Howdy folks, Bonine52, how are you? Hey there, brother. You know, speaking of brothers, brother and sisterhood, I was on a forum the other day, which I usually don't go to, and somebody was saying, don't call me brother, you're not my brother. Is that the old-time bikers, or are there other people that have that attitude or thought? So that is one thing that's kind of always bugged me a little bit. I think it's just become natural for me to call people that are in our hobby or that ride motorcycles brothers or sisters. We need to link that all together because our brothers and sisters who are fellow riders are equally as important. So when I say brothers, I mean sisters as well. And it's funny because I found that some people don't like being called brother. And I've been thinking about this. I never really talked about it very much because it's just natural to me. And I just wonder, anybody else ever get that feedback? I mean, when a motorcycle rider comes by me and we give them the biker wave, it's usually in my mind, and I say it out loud a lot of times, hey brother, hey sister. It's just one of those things. And I don't quite understand why people, or some people, have a hard time with that. Now, is that some of the old school bikers? And hey, that's fine. I don't care if you're an old school biker or a new school biker. If you're riding on 2 wheels or 3 wheels, hey, you're kind of in the group, right? So, if you look up the definition of a brother, and don't quote me on Webster's, but let's say the same thing for sisters again. It is somebody that is, number one, that is from the same family, right? Now, there's stepbrothers, stepsisters, all that fun stuff. But number one, it's obviously, if you have a brother, I don't have a brother in my family, but I have 2 sisters, right? So that obviously qualifies. But and again, you can look this up, it is also somebody that has similar interest, right? It is somebody that has similar interests, like we do. So let me use a couple examples. And we all know this. If I was riding out on this beautiful country road here in early spring in Michigan, and somebody was broken down, a fellow motorcyclist, and I was on a rush. I was going to meet my wife for dinner somewhere, and she was in the car. I was going to a birthday party. I would stop. Now, it's not because I'm special and, the nicest guy in the world. I mean, it's because that's what we do. We stop. Regardless if it looked like somebody had been riding their motorcycle for 60 years or somebody that just started, we stop and help them. This winter I've watched a lot of YouTube videos and seen so many people that are bikers that are riding for charities. Savings, are building up savings for people that have been less fortunate. Or a brother or sister that passed away in a motorcycle accident. Everybody kind of pulling together to help them. Whether it's a group of 50 bikers going to a little kid's house because he loves motorcycles and he or she has had something tough happen to them. There's so many things that we do to help not only the community but each other. So back to that, why is it then that people don't like being called brother or sister? And I've heard some of it, which is, hey, you don't know me. You're not my brother. You haven't earned that. Okay, that's fine. And you don't have to have my belief system that all of us that ride are brothers and sisters, but that's okay. But man, you don't have to cop a major attitude about it. Unless I don't know what I don't know. So if you don't mind, I would love for you to give me your thoughts and comments. Hey, no bull there. On my bad jokes. On have you ever come across that? And how do you feel about that? Especially if it bothers you some. I am seeking to understand because I don't quite get it. It is so nice to be out right now. Third time for the year because the weather's a little better. The roads are better. And I'm seeing other motorcyclists. And it's so cool to see that. So I just don't understand why that bothers so many, if that makes sense. So, I don't know. I think we're all in this world together. I think we got a really cool hobby. We're all fortunate to have motorcycles to ride. And, you know, it's just one of the things that I love so much about what we do is how everybody kind of pulls together, helps each other out. I mean, how many people do I know that's actually, sent somebody a part that they had that was an extra, right? Or done anything to help somebody else. Somebody else was in an accident, so we're helping fix their bike so they can get home. Or we're saying, don't worry, we'll stay. Let's get a trailer. We'll get your bike home. We just go above and beyond to do so many things. I just don't get how you can't feel that way. But there's a lot of things maybe I don't know. So I'd love to hear from you. If you don't mind, leave that in the comment section. Does brother or sister being called by somebody else that's not in your family bother you? Or can you confirm that that's what we are? That is it, folks. For Bodine 52, thanks for listening to me babble on. It's just something that in the crazy world that we live in, sometimes I think it's important to just call it out and find a way that we make sure that we're all kind of living and helping each other out. So be safe on and off the motorcycle. And yes, no, I'm really not thinking about passing both of these vehicles at one time. I'm going to be a good guy and not do that. So come on, brothers. Come on, sisters. Get them cars moving. Wait. They're not on bikes. They're not my brothers or sisters. Come on. All right, folks, be safe. Check on a friend, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.